You're listening to the Creative Faith and Friends podcast, episode number 0.
Oh, I got you. There's no reason to chasing payment on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you.
Well, hello and welcome to Creative Faith and Friends, our first episode of our brand new podcast. My name is Melissa Ohlson, and I am here with my two co-hosts, Lauri Thomas. Hi, Lauri.
Hey, Melissa.
And Jessica.
Hey.
And we are so excited. We have been working on this idea for a while, and we have attempted to record this podcast quite a few times, and we have actually done it this time, so we're really excited. But we wanted to just come on and tell you a little bit about what it's going to be about. We've been talking about wanting to chat with you and share our art ideas and have conversations about art and faith. And we thought that you would enjoy listening along with those. So before we start our first real episode, though, we wanted to just have an episode where we introduced ourselves and told you a little bit about ourselves. So I'm going to let, who wants to go first, Jess or Lauri? Who wants to go first and introduce yourself?
Go ahead, Jess.
Okay, I'll go. I am Jessica Bullock, and on Instagram, you can find me at Just Give Me Jesus. On YouTube, you can find me at the same name, Just Give Me Jesus, and I enjoy art and creative journaling. I started several years ago just in the process of really wanting to deepen my faith, and it's kind of grown from there. I also have an Etsy shop. I love to sew, and I make Bible covers and bags. And my Etsy shop is actually Choose Joy in Jesus.
Okay, so Lauri.
My name is Lauri Thomas, and I live in Texas. I have 2 boys. I love making stuff out of paper. Might be art journaling, might be, I don't really get into scrapbooking, but I love to make journals. I love to just make pretty things and pretty pages.
Both of y'all have a YouTube channel too, don't you?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You can find me online at Measure Once, Cut Twice with periods in between the words. That's both Instagram and YouTube, Measure Once, Cut Twice. Now, I know that's backwards, and that's because I like to not measure stuff. I like to just jump in and do it, and that usually results in me doing it several times because I didn't just measure the first time. So, hence my name.
Which is why we're friends, probably.
Yes, probably so.
Because I do not like measuring either.
Nope.
Well, my name is Melissa. I am the owner of Pink Paper Peppermints, which is a faith printable shop. And I have a YouTube channel as well, Pink Paper Peppermints. And you can find me at pinkpaperpeppermints.com and pretty much Pink Paper Peppermints everywhere. So what I wanted to do, what I thought would be fun for you to get to know us a little better, would be to ask each one of my co-hosts here some icebreaker questions, which I'm sorry to do that to them. And I haven't told them what the questions are. I actually hate this game. Like at parties, don't y'all hate that when they say, let's do an icebreaker? It's like, no, I don't want to break the ice. But I think this will be fun because we actually already know each other and like each other. So
For sure.
It's not strangers doing it. So the first question that I'm going to ask you is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? And if you want, I'll go first so you can think about it. Should I go first?
Sure.
Okay. If I could go anywhere in the world, actually, there's so many places that I would like to go, but I used to live in South Africa. And so I would love to go back there, or I would love to go to Paris and go to all the art museums. Those are probably my two that I would really, really like to go to. But then I also would love to go to England. And I mean, there's just so many places.
But you can only pick one.
I know. See, I'm terrible at this.
You're breaking your own rules right off the bat.
I know. Okay. What about you, Lauri? You know where you'd go?
Yes. If I could go anywhere, it would be Italy because I actually have family there. My grandma came from Italy when she was 13 with her 2 older sisters and settled in New York. And that's where I was born and spent a bit of my life until we moved. So I would love to go back to Italy and meet some family, and I think it would be awesome. And Israel, of course, I would also love to go to Israel.
Oh, yeah, Israel. I didn't think of that.
I would love to go there. I had some friends go last year and they said it was amazing.
I would love to do that too. And I actually have a relative. She's not from Italy, but she moved there. So it's my great aunt. She moved there when she was 18.
Wow.
She followed a boy there, basically.
Really?
And yeah, because she really liked him. And then they ended up getting married. And so she ended up staying there. So I went and visited her, I think when I was 15. And I spent the summer in Italy. And
wow.
yeah, it was
That's
a lot
amazing.
of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to go back there too. So my trip is getting longer.
I know.
Okay, Jess, what about you?
Mine would definitely be Israel. That is a bucket list of mine that may never happen, but I would love to go to Israel. And if I go, I have to go float in the Dead Sea. I want
that
to
would
go
be fun.
sit in the Dead Sea so badly.
That would be so fun.
But just to walk where Jesus walked and see all the places, it would be incredible.
Totally.
Agreed.
Okay. The next question is, what is one unusual thing about you that most people don't know?
Oh, boy.
And I already blew mine because I was going to say I lived in South Africa for 3 years.
Oh, that's right.
I've already told you.
Now you got to come up with another one.
No, I know. I'm sure there is one.
Oh, goodness. You want me to go first then while you think about that, Melissa?
Yeah, if you have one.
Okay. I was once a radio co-host on a station. It was like a business program. I had no idea what I was talking about. A host was a friend of mine, and he invited me to come and be his co-host, and I almost never said anything because I didn't know anything. I was like early 20s. It was bad, but it was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that about you either.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Jess?
I guess the weirdest thing, or one of the weird things about me, is we did say interesting or is equals weird, right?
Or unusual, yeah.
I have a strange fruit allergy and became allergic to some fruits when I got older. So I'm actually allergic to watermelon and banana, and not many people have that allergy.
Wow, that's so sad. You can't eat watermelon?
I know.
I had my first reaction at a church watermelon cutting and was eating, and my mom told me I had a seed stuck in my throat, I'd be fine. And then she realized I wasn't fine.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
So obviously I'm good now, but yeah, it's an
You
odd
made it
allergy.
through okay, did you?
Yeah, good. I didn't die. It was okay.
So glad.
Okay, I'm sticking to my South Africa one. I think that's interesting.
That's super interesting. How did you end up there?
My dad was a computer programmer, and this was a really, really long time ago. They didn't have ATM machines there. That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
So his company flew him there to help them program those. And he went a couple times without us. And then they finally said, can you just move here for a while so we don't have to keep flying you back and forth? And he was like, sure. So
That's
Wow.
cool.
yeah. So I didn't want to go. And then when we left, I didn't want to leave because I loved it so much. It was a lot of fun. So,
Oh, I bet. That's neat.
So, okay. And then the last one, I thought it would be fun to find out a little bit about your favorite art supply, or what's your favorite thing to do creative wise, since we're going to be talking about creativity.
That's difficult.
Can I go first?
Yes, please.
My favorite thing is to buy new products. Try them once and stick them on a shelf and wonder what the next thing is. No, but I do. I love trying new things. And that's one of the things I appreciate about both of you is that I feel like since I've gotten to know you, I've been able to move out of my norm of what I would normally create and try some mixed media projects and sewing and all kinds of different things that I really hadn't tried before. And I've loved it. But I think my very favorite, I love to sew on paper. I think that's my favorite, is just busting out the sewing machine and stitching away.
Me too. I think we're like sisters
I know.
separated at birth, because I am the same way. I love to buy stuff. I'm embarrassed to tell you that I have things that I have not opened, and I find them, and it's like going shopping again. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. When did I get this?
I think Lauri was just saying a really nice way to say that we're enablers.
Yeah, you are.
No, I think so too.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
So if you're listening to this, just be prepared
Yes.
that.
Mhm. We will enable you.
Sorry, not sorry.
And sewing on paper too. I love sewing on paper. I love sewing when I don't have to worry about it. I've tried to sew clothes and things that have to be specific. And I guess it's that measuring thing
Yep.
that we have, Lori,
Yes.
because they do not come out right. They just don't. So
I'm with you. And I will tell you, y'all, Jessica is an amazing seamstress. She is wonderful at sewing on fabric, which I think is really
Oh.
a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I don't even consider that. Like if you say your favorite art supply, that doesn't, like sewing doesn't come into my mind because that to me is so separate, but it's not, but it is with what I do is sewing. And I love to sew.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite supply, oh, that's so hard, y'all. I'm like sitting here looking at everything. That's difficult. Depends on the day. But I always go back to watercolor.
Mm.
It may not be on watercolor paper, but I love watercolor as a medium and using it in different ways and trying different techniques. I love watercolor.
So do you use the solid watercolor, or do you use tubes, or do you use liquid?
I have a palette, and my favorite palette I created myself because it's just all the colors that I like. And
Weren't you going to send me some of those?
I still need to do that, don't I?
I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten those yet, just FYI.
Okay, writing myself a note right now.
Well, now how do I get in on this?
You can
Yeah,
so
right.
get in on it because I really need to share some of my tubes. I'm writing a note for both of y'all.
I actually just ordered some liquid watercolor because I'm taking a class, and that was one of the supplies. So I've never used liquid watercolor before, so I'll have to let you know how that goes.
They're fun.
I have some of that too.
Me too. Melissa, what's your favorite?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't say. I did. I was thinking sewing on paper, but as far as supply, I mean, it's just paper, I guess.
I know.
I just love paper so much. I love ephemera. I love little bits of paper.
Yes.
I save everything, like every piece of paper. The thing that my husband probably hears the most around here is, you're not going to throw that away, are you? Because I just love little scraps of paper. And it seems like the smaller the pieces are, the more creative I feel about it, the more I think I can make something out of that. So I guess if I had to pick one thing, it would just be paper. I need lots and lots of paper.
Yes, paper is my favorite. Yes.
You know, you say that, and it's so funny because when I get something in the mail, sometimes I get so excited when I open the box. It may not even be to get what I ordered. Sometimes it's what it's wrapped in.
Yes.
Yes. Or like the crinkle packages that come
Yes.
every once in a while, you get just the right crinkly package and it makes my heart skip a beat.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us for today. We just wanted to let you know a little bit about us and hope to have lots of fun conversations about art supplies and art techniques. And we hope that you will join us, and we're super excited about it, and we can't wait to see you next time.
I'll just write